Hey y'all, welcome to Muckin About, episode 15. And this time it better record right, it better go smoothly. I am sick of the snafus that this series has started to come in contact with excessively. So I'm a little bit wired right now. I just got finished recording the ultra hardcore episode literally 4.5 minutes ago. So I've still got a little bit of energy. But last night I was just dead face crafting, and I'm sitting here going, I should just stop and record this. I should just stop and record this. You guys always see things after I'm done with them, because I keep doing them at like 3 or 4 in the morning when I'm dead tired, and it's like, all right, I'll just place this one more thing. I'll just do this one last thing. But this is what I'm working on. This is an 8-place millstone. This isn't the only thing I'm working on. I know I said I wanted to build a little thing out here, so I'm going to be building a maybe like a turntable or a set of turntables here. I'm also thinking of building a whatchamacallit, a sawmill and stuff. This is pretty much going to be the area that replaces my windmill. I'm still going to leave the windmill there because I like how it looks and such, and but I'm going to use this here to power most of my stuff, and I figured I'd just give you a peek into what I'm doing so far. These are all half slabs, so I can walk around. I have a hopper in the middle here, but actually we're going to do that so I can show you guys this. This is the way that my power is so far hooked up, and I have redstones keeping the mills off because they were just annoying the heck out of me, but this is where I'll be able to turn the mills on and off. I'll get some switches going on up there. The water wheel is right on the other side of this one, so I'll also be able to either go straight up, or I can kind of pan it over and extend its energy, or its mechanical energy, to a different location. I could also, I suppose, just do that, but the switch will eventually be... I want things separate. So the switch won't be turning this thing to turn the whole entire system off. It's going to be just for turning the mills off. The hopper will also probably have something to it. I'm still happy with how that lets me out. But I did a little test run. I got my coal dust. There are no dead points beneath these. The way that I've done that is I actually have 2 source blocks in the corners here. So I have a source block and a source block. That's why the water is distinctly flowing in a direction, but it overloads like this, so the water has to flow. It's not as fast as you see elsewhere. Like that one seems to just be going really fast to me. It might just be it's a different angle. Anyways, but it is effective. So there are no dead spots in the water flow. They all lead exactly to the center, which is where the hopper is. So this is looking to be a fairly good transition for me. I wasn't sure when I carved this out last night if I was going to have 8 wolves or 8 chicken or the mills, but just the way that it ended up working out with the water flow, if I only had this one entrance, I was going to have to do a level of automation that I'm not willing to do currently. Get the block dispensers to drop on the wolves and such like that. Drop the food on the wolves. Hey, incoming block dispenser, whack! So I decided to stick to the original idea. The power is actually running directly underneath these steps. Cause yeah, 1, 2, 3 gearbox, and then the other side. So this is that little room down below. What I want to do though is I want to start prettying this up a little bit, and yes, I did say prettying. I'm going to encase this in actual the bricks. I'd really like to do it eventually in whatchamacallit, in like mossy bricks and crack bricks and stuff like that, but for now, since I don't have a mossy or crack brick farm, it is on my list of things to do. I have a very nice list of things to do, but since I don't have those, I think I've stopped leaving stuff in there, since people seem to like, I'll have like a whole bunch of stuff in there and then they go, oh, and if the kiln's on, everything goes away. So yeah, I've stopped using that for storage. Oh, did this in here. This builds up a nice little way, and then I have my exterior stairs up. I haven't grandiosed them yet. There's no no sort of walkway or anything, but this is how I'm going to be getting into the enchanting tower, which is very, very cool. And yeah, I wish I could enchant these, but I can't. The walkway goes around. I had to push my stairs here back a bit so I could get up them still. And I also pushed these stairs back a bit, which is why this platform's a little bit more narrow. But I do like how this is turning out. You know, I got my mill over here. I'm eventually going to have this be somewhere where I don't have to be in here to collect it. For now, it's just more of a convenience. I have thought of just, you know, putting the output down here and having it flow down to this area where I can just collect it or stick it in a chest, you know, hit a button, do some sort of a collection point in this corner. I think that will work out well. But for now, there we go. 63 bricks, that's more than enough. Oh, I also need to remember to show you guys the progress on Under Mountain. Me and some TNT had some fun yesterday. So this is just for looks, but I like making sure that I'm doing it properly and such. And I'm also going to eventually have this be a waterfall, so I am going to do that there. And we'll just do this here. Oops, I can't get in there. Now I can. So, Sin was on earlier, but I had to record the ultra hardcore. So I'm not sure where he is or what his time frame will be. I need to ask him. There's been some requests to see if there's been any TFC updates to his castle and such, because people are interested in it. So we'll see how that goes. I know he's been playing a lot of this with me though, so I'm not sure how much TF crafting has taken place. Do under. Yep, looks like nighttime is coming, which made me a little too confident in the ultra hardcore, because I'm used to having to play during night, but I need to get used to, again, not having health. No health regeneration when I play ultra hardcores. But still a great load of fun. It was good to do the whole cooperatives. We all got to, you know, help with each other and keep on going forward and such like that. So, oops. Haha. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Need to stop paying attention to the IRC chat. Oy, that was almost bad. Freak myself out and jump off a cliff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not hitting you, not hitting you. And I do hear, yeah, die. See, that's the confidence that I didn't have in the ultra hardcore. So let me, I'll do one more row. You can brick all this up. Eventually I would like to make that water actually flow down from the higher sources. Just, you know, kind of have the whole water work in my thing. It looked like the wheel was going the other way for a moment. I guess not. But dude, that almost took 64 pieces of... Wow. I haven't even done the underside. Anywho, I am trying to speak louder. I've been working a little bit on my gain and stuff like that on the microphone, so I'm hoping that this is coming out better, but people are still telling me I'm still too quiet, and it did take quite a bit of tweaking the first time through. Yeah, my microphone setting is up to 100%. So I'm gonna try and be a little bit more forceful. I actually had a dental issue earlier this week, which actually talking is fairly painful right now. but I don't want to stop playing, and can't just poof, here's everything completed, and yeah, so I'm doing it. I'm just you know, taking my time, but that might be why I'm doing a little bit quieter than normal. Ooh, shiny effect. So we already have a bow in waiting, and we have a nice way of gaining XPs. So I'm not even gonna hop down there, but they might have a freaking scroll. Now that we know that that's the only way to enchant things, and we also know that the Infernal enchanter uses the scrolls up. Uh-oh. Ah, bless me. Excuse me. Whichever way I'm supposed to do that. But now that we know that the enchanter, the Infernal enchanter, will actually use up the scrolls that we find, that makes this all the more difficult, because, you know, you want to sharpen to something, it's only going to last as long as the tool does. That makes it, for the level of control, the level of the materials required for the level of control in the Infernal enchantment table is a bit high. I really don't want to automate huge mob farms just to get the enchantment scrolls. That bugs me a little bit. You guys know, I'm not one for high levels of automation. So, I figured before we go back and just keep on getting lost in working on the windmill, this is what the TNT gave me. This is a little bit of an open room. So it's giving me some stuff to work with. I think that this eventually went to... Oh, a freaking spider jockey? Seriously? Although I think the spider just killed its rider. Oh, no, there's the rider. Okay. 1, 2... Aww. 3. It's a little bit dark in here. Minecraft has been offering, or not Minecraft, YouTube has been offering to increase my brightness for me. I mean, how nice and thoughtful of them. And lastly, this over here is a little bit bigger, I believe. Kind of goes down. I thought one of these, yeah, here we go, leads into a set of tunnels. And I believe I went far enough this way. Oh no, it landed at the ravine. I thought it went to the pillar that's a little bit up on the staircase here. So it's got to be pretty close by. I mean, 100 blocks that way is the staircase up to my place. So we got a little bit to work with. Whoa. If I didn't go back up this way, how did I get back up here before? So it's a bit to work with. I like having the general formation of the caves or something. It usually gives you boundaries and stuff to work with when creating an underground place. I am thinking of taking a hollow pick to the mountain over here. Stool. Yeah, I happen to have a whole bunch of replacement, but that's just annoying. There we go. I guess without the lava there, this place is kind of dark. Let me fix this up. Oh, not sure if we showed this off. The zombies are working now. Found out that the size of the textures is just twice as high as they need to be. They match the size, but not the placement of the zombie villagers. I'm not even sure what zombie villagers are used for. But anywho, so we fixed that up. You might notice some other little tweaks here and there. I altered what the... Oh, crap. We altered what the... Oh, crap again. Seriously? He missed, but it takes me 2 arrows? altered what the like lights look like. Tried doing a little stuff with the redstone, but found out that Misa animates like everything. Every item has like 60 different versions. It's a heck of a lot of work to try and tweak tweak her settings. But another notable thing is these items like these, the rope. We found an HD completion pack for another texture pack that just kind of seemed to fit. Although not really happy with the with the candy cane handles here, so we'll be changing those. Okay, so back to this. This is I don't know. Should I work on the redstone? I had a pretty epic fails with those last time. I do want my switches kind of like here. I don't know why I'd ever need to power the hopper, but sometimes you do need a powered hopper. And that is what I'd be doing. I at least would like the switch for the mills. And honestly, I'd like it to be over here, but it's just... this is a too thin wall. If I put the switch there, would I be able to over and down it underneath the staircase quickly enough? At the end of the day, there or there, it's not going to make much of a difference. And since that just did that, we'll just go that way. So we're going to do a flip-flop back here. And then we're just going to loot the stuff down and around. There's no reason not to. It's simple and easy. So let me clear out this area. And I'm going to need, if the button goes here, I'm going to need an egress on the side. So, and that's how we make a button. Pick up those torches in a moment. Or we'll pick up some cobblestone. Happen to know exactly where the cobblestone can go right now. Perfect. For the flip-flop, I think I have the pattern fairly well memorized by this point in time. I'm going for appearances now that are a bit more important to me, as you know, we're at that level where we can refine things over and over and over again. So just, you know, kind of replace that. Yeah, I just did that. Might as well give myself an open room. People have been telling me just to go with torches. I do kind of like just making the things solidified though, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Let's, there we go. Give me a little more working room. So, I need a couple of pistons, and I need a couple of blocks, which I got plenty of on me. And I will also need some redstone, which I think I'm actually, yeah, really, really low on. No, because it would be lit. That's right. So, daylight? Daylight, yay! Not that it really matters. Work is work, it keeps going on. I should have brought the cobble with me so I could have gone and stuck it in the crucible there. So let's, here we go. Stack of redstone. Got some iron for the pistons. Do I have any half slabs? 14, nice. And I think I just need some basic cobblestone for the pistons, don't I? 1, 2, 1, 2. There's the central. There we go. Piston and piston. I don't remember where I left my glue, believe it or not. I usually keep my processed materials in here. All I could find was my scoured leather. It might just be that I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I don't see it in this texture pack. So 1, 2 is what I need. Throw those down there. I'll put that in there, 2 sticky pistons. Got that. I got plenty of smooth stone. Let's put the slabs back. Ooh, got extra of those. Drop off. Yeah, I used glue balls last night to make my water wheel. Because I didn't see the glue. Coal dust. I can at least stick the coal dust elsewhere for now. It'll eventually be made into nether dust or nether coal. I think that's good enough. I don't need this extra stack of rope, that's for sure. Just making the axles and such. There's an extra haft. I'm still good. And I'm just gonna drop this off. I'm used to having it on me, but I don't truly need it right now. There's the rest of the coal. Nether. Sand and gravel, but my sand and gravels is full. And I can't really think of a good use for any of that stuff right now. So, wow, half the day gone just to get the materials. And I really should have just brought a crafting bench with me. Did I bring enough wood to make a crafting bench? Nope. So, okay, if this goes off that way, I am going to need to go down anyways. Piston, space, piston. Need the endings. Piston. I forget, is it glues towards me? Yeah. Okay, glues towards me. Got the redstone there. There was a block across the top. A torch where I want the power to come out of. The block to be moved back and forth. The redstone torches on each end. And the dot of redstone on each end. One dot. Already got that dot. Ah, nothing for a torch. Careless. And I got quite a bit of Copac as of late. Hey there, Sin. Recording episode... Oh, I'm muted.
Unmuted and unmuted.
Hey man, recording episode 15, so welcome to. Or not.
Hello.
Hello. If you couldn't hear me before, I'm recording episode 15.
Okay.
Alright, so we got our redstone. How was things while I was ultra hardcoring?
Good.
Cool.
How'd the hardcore go?
We ended up, because, oh yeah, I told you. We ended up doing a cooperative gameplay, trying to get the Ender Dragon. We lost Marty kind of quickly. That was disappointing. Not kind of quickly. I mean, he made it like, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I got axed about 2 hours in. A little bit over. It's difficult. I will give it that.
Yeah, I bet.
But it was a lot of fun. Just the little bits that we did, it was definitely fun. And I think I just want that to come on out. Yay! I remembered how to do the monostable flip-flop. Just nice.
Yeah. Once you build it a couple times, it's really basic.
Yep. So I'm
Makes a lot of
doing
sense.
yeah, I'm definitely doing the monostable one. I still don't understand how the two torches are off on the ends. Is that part kinda doesn't get me. I understand the whole simultaneous activation of the pistons, and one having to do push a block and extend, making it go second. So that's how the timing of the pistons toggle back and forth with each other. But I don't understand the whole these torches are always off thing. They're connected.
Mine are always on. I don't know what kind of circuit you got.
Oh, I guess mine's the other way around then.
Do you have redstone across the top of it?
Yep, redstone across the top, and that's what's always on.
Do you have a redstone dot behind each piston?
Yep.
And the torch below one side of the block?
Yeah, the redstone across the top, and the torch on each end. A dot after each piston, and then one redstone torch below the block that the pistons move back and forth where I want the power to come out.
Yeah, I don't get why yours are off and mine are on. That's weird.
It might be that I have an inverter from my button.
Yeah, so do I. Pretty sure.
Oh, okay. You know how you say yours fire when your button pops back out?
Yeah.
And mine fire when I hit the button? It's because I have the torch on the other side of the button. If I took the torch down and just replace it with redstone, then it does move the pistons when the button comes back out.
Oh, okay. So you have the instant and I have the delay.
Yep.
He said there was two different styles that he was building there.
Yeah, and the difference is a stupid torch. Nice. Alright, well, we figured that out. One less mystery. Now I need to beautify. Leave that open there. Don't want to cut that. So we're leaving that open. So ended up not needing the higher ceiling like I thought I would. And I may have just trapped myself in here. I know people are... Latest comments were, why do you bother filling it back in? You know, you just put a torch and be done with it. But, yeah, I like it all fitting in there nice and snugly. So that's just my OCD level, guys. Is
Yeah,
I like snug fits.
I was thinking of clearing the floor out below my bottom floor, a nice flat floor to lay all the circuits out nice and neat. So you can get in there and change them up, do maintenance, whatever.
Yeah, I can see doing that. Oh, cool, I didn't trap myself in. So that needs to be all free and open redstone. Solid wall, solid wall, solid wall, solid wall. And then... Oh. Oh! I'm one smooth stone in my inventory short. I think I spent a little time, started working on a new milling area using water stones and stuff like that, but I think you'd like it. Now I need to figure out where the redstone comes through. What's that?
Or using the water wheels?
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of my things to do on my list. The new mill station. Started cleaning out my back area to put in a better barn or farming area.
Nice. Yeah, I need to get my farming more officialized. If I recall, I made the power come out here. Yeah, I'm just gonna break these blocks and go check it again. Yep, power should come out right there. Let me, instead of guessing... Oh, cool. I was perfectly spot on. Can't believe that. Power comes from there. Let's have it... I needed to turn off both of these. So that would be
some of the stakes to measure some distances.
Oh, I'm like, stakes? What? Put a block, put a knot.
Be right back.
Alrighty. That did seem to work. And I think it would have the same effect right here, wouldn't it? Wait a second, that's not working. It's not powering the block properly. There we go. So that one is also not powering the block properly. And if I... Oh. Nope, did want that there. I just also wanted that there. Or not. So it comes out of that block, goes down, down. And I want to cut that connection, don't I? So, a repeater, I think, can take the power from there, from this block I'm standing on, send it down this way. Ooh, that gun again. But you can see why I was leaving that thing off. 8 millstones does make a heck of a racket. So, leave that. Stick in there. Cooking it down. Nope, hand crank. Almost thought that was a repeater. Which I swear I had one.
So did you get your lights redone the way you wanted them?
The lava lights?
No, the texture on your light block.
Yeah, I fixed the offset issue with the stone front, and then I just replaced it with the wood ones.
Oh, okay.
So that will power that up. That just means I need to place a block back down here for the redstone to come off of. There we go. All 8 of them are now going. So this will allow me to grind anything that's annoying like netherrack in a very short order, since I can do 8 stacks at a time. Technically queued up to 24 stacks total at a time. But it's simple. You just, you know, come down here. What can I grind that's in my inventory? Nothing. Yay. So, now that I got a piece of wheat, we just come down here. I don't know, can you throw something around? Yeah, okay, didn't think so. That would have been cool. Just put that in there. Hopper will be right there. Since they're all powered from the bottom, you don't have to worry about interweaving with the axles and such at this level. And up there it went. Little flower into there. Hit the switch and go, the blessed silence. Wait, what? What?
What?
No!
What the blazes?
What happened to my blessed silence? Is that powering that? Seriously, was that actually powering that? I thought not gates, yeah, didn't power the block below, but I guess so. Oh, that's not good at all.
Not. So it's an is gate.
No, that's called water on my redstone. Those do not mix. So that's my water catcher there. I need to invert that signal based upon this here. Comes down. Oh, didn't mean to have that break so quickly. I guess I can't trick it to being on. So I can't pass underneath that block, otherwise that'll... Oh, hello, skeleton. Shoot you in the face. Well, more in the crotch area that particular time, but... Sentiment was in the face. Repeaters only go in one direction. So, if I mine that out, put that back down to a step. We get the repeater doing that there, I think. Nope, that won't work. Or will it? What if I have that go down and run its way in that direction? Repeater can then go there. So that one won't power anything. Those are both on. And then... yeah, this will be a much simpler wiring pattern. I just seem to always be off by one space. Put in a... not gate like that. Nope, guess it needs to be back one. And a not gate there. And there we go. That was that one working. And we should be able to conjoin this. And let's break the hopper so we can get back out of here. Looks like daylight out. Yep. Button. That's getting us the lower ones. The upper ones seem to be still having issues. There we go. Powers that block, toggles that, toggles that. So all 8 are now running. See, that's why I like Redstone, because, you know, you get the basics done. Seems like I have a conflict of twitchiness. I don't see where the short could be, though.
Texture pack change to the arcane scroll.
To the what?
the arcane scrolls have a lot better texture than they used to. Because it can.
The only thing I can think of is this block here, but that just doesn't make sense. Ah, my Minecrafty redstone skills are failing again today. Last time it was me trying to get a block, or my dispenser block powered, and I would just simply was off by one elevation, and I wasn't seeing it because it was wrapped around a corner. And I think I spent like, yeah, and if you want to give me an extra set of eyes, I can't figure out why these two are conflicting with each other.
Alright, hold on just one sec. I think I accidentally knocked off a redstone. This is another reason why I want to get my redstone kind of localized. So every time I make a change, I end up knocking stuff off. Oh man, and now I'm really trapped in here. I think I'm going to tunnel out through my front yard.
That's why I seal everything off and never want to see it again. But it's also why I usually try to build it with something that I know I shouldn't touch when I run into it, like lapis.
Ugh, got an invisible block and right-clicking is not exposing it.
I get caught up on things every now and again, but I usually just can, like, you know, move backwards a bit and it usually clears up.
No, it was a block that looked like I mined it, but I didn't. Sometimes you can right-click and find it, but that one didn't work.
Ah. Alrighty, so... no flour in there. I am running a little low on steak, though, so let's get some steak. Don't need
okay, found my way out.
Congratulations, you have left your house.
Well, I dug into a redstone thing, and then I went in there to fix it and fell down a too-high thing. Couldn't break any of the other blocks because they all had redstone on all sides of them. I was like, oh. So I had to dig out the only wall that wasn't redstone, which was to the north.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was down there kind of getting a little floor opened up so I can get some of that convoluted stuff away from the other things. See if I messed anything up. Oh, it's all working.
And for now, we'll take that block down. We'll realize that we can't do anything there.
Alright, I'm on my way over there in a second.
Alrighty. Oh, why am I using my stone? I should be using my dirt for testing. That'll be up one more. That. Alright, I'm just gonna hit the switch. millstones. These have no sort of switch at all yet.
Which room are you in?
Do a higher. That's actually a good question. Go out through my tower and start heading up towards the upper farms. You'll see a hole on the left, or on the right, cliff on the left. Where are you?
Oh, I'm just getting out of the nether portal.
Ah. Yes. Right now they're on, and I need it to...
Jesus,
they're all
got enough
on, right?
gearboxes.
I had one for each area I needed to go up with.
Alright, so what's where? And what are you trying to accomplish?
Trying to accomplish anti-flim-flammery is I need a torch that is gearbox on my head. I need a torch that is off right now for this gearbox, or just redstone that is off right now for this gearbox.
Okay. Where are these going?
That would be on. That is the opposite of what I need it to be.
No, when you apply redstone to it, it turns it off. It's off now, isn't it? It's quiet.
It's off because one's completely disconnected and the other one's hooked up backwards.
Oh.
But there, I think that actually fixes it right there. Sorry man. I'll see you later. No, oh, you son of a, I heard that. Put it back though, I need to test it to make sure this doesn't short out like every other thing. Yeah, only half of them are left. Oh no, because I broke the gearbox, so those three won't. But proof that it would work is right there. What are you doing?
Nothing. Letting myself out.
Oh, I thought you'd already done that.
No, I had to
this way,
break
dude.
2 block.
I'm about to trap you in there again. So, let me know if turning it on and on works. Nothing shorting out? Nothing did the flicker, flicker, flicker?
No, I didn't see anything.
Finally! So I was just having issues getting one signal to go past the other. Alright, we'll fill this in with stone now. So this is all powered by a water wheel outside. And that's going to freaking bug me. But that's water. Oh.
see redstone floating.
Yep.
What did you... Oh my god. Yeah, that was the part you just figured out too. I know how it goes.
Yeah, I just need to put the redstone back on top of it. And the torch, apparently. Oi. Now, redstone? Or do I got redstone? I got redstone. So I'd like that to be nicer looking stone eventually, but for now, since I don't have tons of lapis, that will do its trick. Just gonna seal this side up over here.
No dead spots here. Sure looks like you're gonna have dead spots behind each block.
Well, let me show you my secrets. Which spot? Pick a spot you think a dead stone will be in.
Right here.
Does it look dead? Oh, does that one look dead? I've overcharged certain areas with source blocks, so they flow.
Okay.
Yeah, here, let me show you. Is this, just, oh, don't stand there. So the corner and the one under the button are both source blocks. That way they flow in separate directions, and it overpowers the ones on the end here to flow them in the other direction, because there isn't a second source block right here. There's just the one in the corner and then another one on this side of it. And it gets it to kind of flow in a clockwise pattern around the outside.
So you're powering these mills from the bottom?
Yep, mills can be powered from bottom or top. And I chose bottom this time because I didn't want to have to walk around all of the axles.
The pipes.
Yeah, to when I'm going through and filling things up.
So now this is a source block, and this stuff floats, doesn't it? Have you thrown hemp string and stuff in there yet?
I've thrown wood.
Does it go through the source block down there?
Yeah, that's not a source block, that's just still water. But
so
it gets sucked into the... Yeah.
Buoyant.
Yeah. Oops. That was my redstone. Because the water there is actually flowing downwards. It overrides the buoyancy, apparently.
Where are you going to put the hopper? Right below? Right there?
Right there, yeah. I eventually want it to kind of sort out. But for now, that's where I stick the hoppers there. So it just flows onto that block and it gathers it up.
Yep.
But I
eventually...
eventually...
plenty of storage space in there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I eventually wanted to dump out here and just have this, like right there, be my storage spot.
Yeah, you can have it dump into chest too.
Yep, that's what I'm figuring. Just a nice little collection area.
I think we have a hopper block that you can tip and dump into a chest.
That was the crucible that can dump into the chests.
Oh.
But I'm gonna stick a mill and such over here. This is my water wheel. And it'll lead to a waterfall on the other side here. What was that?
I fell off your water wheel.
And took a point of damage?
You have the Steve skin, but it's the HD one, so your face looks really creepy.
I look like Matt Smith Doctor Who to me. I even have... Oh! Dude! I swung, even just to like show my arm had the right texture, at exactly the time you disappeared, so I was like, poof! You Enderman'd me, man. Nice.
Oh, I hit an Enderman with a fire arrow and it caught him on fire. Even though they dodge the arrows, they still take the fire damage.
So he was just blinking out, blinking out.
No, he came right towards me, but when he teleported to me, he was still on fire. Oh, you son of a...
Dibs. Is that a creeper?
Sure is. Got him. Wow, man, I shot him flying across the pen.
Nice. I'm blocking.
There's a zombie in the back one. Oops, almost hit a
Oh,
cow.
epic fail, man.
Oh, I shot him out of the wall. They bounce pretty far with an arrow hit.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
The
it's
arrows
my,
do give a pretty good knock.
I have punch 2 on this. I think
Oh,
that does the
nice.
knockback.
Yeah. Yeah, yep. Punches knockback on a bow. Don't ask me why they couldn't just call it knockback.
Probably because it couldn't be named the same thing as the melee version.
Why? It's the
Different
same exact
properties.
enchantment. It's just on a different item. It still just knocks you
Coming
back.
off of a projectile instead of a melee weapon.
So?
Never
Code
know
would
with
be
Mojang.
exactly the same. Name. It's just a name. A
They're
text
coded
string.
backwards. They're coded backwards.
It's a text string.
Backwards, I say. One reads hexadecimal, one doesn't. Ah,
Yeah.
no, not. Oh my god,
I was
a
doing that in
sapling,
the
kill
ultra
it.
hardcore, and people were probably wondering what the hell was going on. It's like rage.
Hey, do our infinite arrows trigger pressure plates? Because regular ones do. Because it's pretty cool. You can have like really distant things you can set off with an arrow, and they'll stay on for 5 minutes. Yay, it works.
That is the item one, though, right? Any item should actually make that one go on.
Yeah, well, arrows never used to react to them. Now they do. It was one of the, I think it was a 125 or 132 update. It doesn't work on stone, right?
Yep.
Nope. Yeah, so you can put wooden pressure plates like way up in weird places and lob an arrow across the map and activate something.
Yeah, but what's going to
Like,
be weird, man? These are magical arrows, so we can't actually undo it. We can't just, like, undo it by walking over it.
Yeah, well, you have to make sure it's something that you want to trigger. It could be something like a return button for a minecart or something like that. You know, if you ride a minecart and leave it on the other side, you could hit it and send it back to you.
Depending how far away it is. It'd have to be in a loaded chunk.
That'd be the fun part. Try shooting it like somewhere on the other side of that river it'd probably go to. If you could aim right.
Alright, so I'm taking suggestions as to how I should lay out a sawmill here. Should I make it like an outdoor lumbery type thing? You know, just like kind of build up like a... Did you play Skyrim?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Skyrim lumber mills?
The ones you used to make wood?
Yeah. Well, the ones that you could like... It would go
like
through an
out in the
animation,
woods.
it wouldn't actually give you anything.
Yeah, the big log pile, and then there was logs at the end of it falling off the end. Yep.
I was thinking of maybe doing something like that. I mean, I got my water wheel kind of embedded down there. Just build a little bit of a platform here. I mean, this is Minecraft, it doesn't need to be a huge platform. Nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't line up. But now it's too wide. How are you liking the Soul Forged?
It's pretty nice. It's faster than, I have an Unbreaking 3 diamond hatchet. My Soulforge battle axe is faster at breaking wood.
Oh, nice.
But the Unbreaking doesn't enhance the diamond speed anyway. Just makes it last a very long time. It still looks like it's at like 99.5% full probably.
Build up a...
Fortune 2 shovel, I think that gives me more clay.
Oh, nice.
And also flint drops. Oh god, lagged out right when I went to jump.
Well, you took damage anyways, congratulations.
Oh no, I came out of the little lag spike and I was just standing there, but I was trying to actually jump that gap. I thought I was going to end up at the bottom.
So now the next question is which set of lumber and stone do I make it out of?
Well, we could fix our oak texture so that we have some more interesting planks. We could just leave the... we were talking about making the oak another floor texture though.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about fixing the birch to get rid of the
oh yeah, the crates.
boxiness. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go do that real quick.
So But this kind of removes the view of the water wheel.
But that still doesn't really give us another wall texture. I don't know if that plank flooring would look good on a wall.
Yeah, right now, most of my walls end up being stone. I do have spruce in the kitchen area, which freaking fires. How dare fire burn through air? Or burn through stone. Air I can see, but stone, it's just annoying. Alright, so going to put some stone together. Here we go. Get a couple more of those. So I'm going to work on the water wheel now. Yeah, we should be able to... Not the water wheel. The saw. So... I'm just going to make another crafting table instead of running down to go and grab one. And I usually just bring one along with me whenever I'm crafting. And I just haven't stopped to get one this time. I've been wanting to fix this for such a long time. Yay! Ah. So, I want to walk out of here, go up a little platform, and then just be sawing. I'm gonna use fences, I think. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. This is the part that looks weird there, but will it really look weird? Put a fence around here. New use for upside down stairs, maybe? So if I want my saw here, I will need to be able to bring power up to it, and also still have a place to switch it on and off. So a switch, or a button, or anything of that ilk, powers the block that's on it. Can it send the power downward?
You can put a redstone dot below a block typically and pull power through it, I believe.
So is that a way to send power down? Or is that only a way to send power up? Because it seems to be a way to send power down. Because a dot will power the block that it's sitting on as well, right?
Yeah.
So block dot, block dot, block dot? That seems like it would be...
I don't think you can do that.
Well, if it receives power, though, then it should be still powering the one... I'm gonna give this a try.
Yeah, I think I recall trying that, and it doesn't do that.
Get redstone and a torch. Yeah, it doesn't seem to go down. It won't go down through a block. It does go up though. So the torch powers the block above it. That powers the block below it, but it won't transfer downward. Oh, it will transfer downward from a torch, I believe. Yeah, okay, so a torch can send it down one. And I've now completely forgotten why I even wanted to know that. Something about how I'm going to work out the lever for turning on and off my saw blade, but I'm derping a little bit right now. Clearly all the adrenaline from the ultra hardcore has worn off, Not that it was making me make that great of a decisions in the ultra hardcore either. Ow.
So
Excuse
this
me.
is going to be interesting. Looks like he has his CTM file reads the single block from the left, and then the connected blocks are on the right of that. Hers is reading it, the single block from the right, connected on the left. So I think it can still yank his out of the first portion and then carry over the rest. Plus his is like spans an 8-block pattern. Hers only spans 3 or 4. 3. So we're not going to get the potentially long planks that we could get.
Oh yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, because the crates only need 3 blocks to decide how they're going to connect on all sides. But these are more of a random planky thing.
Yeah, maybe that's all it was. Is he has the edge and borders, and then he has the random planks for the different setups it could be. Okay, so let's see. Where's my wood? I should have a whole stack. There we go. No little half slabs. Use stone for now, I guess. So if the saw is sitting right there, should just be basically it. I can stick a little half slab there, get the over-the-top protection with half slabs there, half slab on the side, half slab on the side. Put one in the front. Looks good to me. So we will put that here. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was actually trying to figure out where to put the button. If I did it there, that would power that block. Can you do power directly to the saw blade to turn it off, or does it have to be power to the gearbox?
I think it has to be the gearbox, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just not what I wanted to hear. I think I'll do that. That means I need a couple more stairs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Oh, I do have 2 extra stairs, because I didn't put them down over here. Actually, I want this to be spruce. I want this to be that nice parquet floor. That'll offset with the rest really well. This is where I'm going to see if I'm absolutely screwed or not. Maybe not absolutely, but I'm definitely screwed. If I recall, 1, 2... Oh, stool. So there's the gearbox. I was just going to count 1, 2, and 3, but no. Might as well just go down here and do this. This sucks though because it's off by 1. That means I need to do a lot of wrangling to get it to meet up to where I want it to go. It does, however, mean that I might not be screwed because I can put that dirt back. Floor will be about this height. So that will be there. Have an axle going into it. The gearbox there can power it. That's also what I can turn on and off. And those are something I can't touch. And if I recall, that's going to be the killer of this deal. Can I touch this and this? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Into the box. I heard a lot of crackling fire all of a sudden that makes me a little nervous. I think it's just because I got close to my crucible. And I don't think there's any chance in Kingdom Come. Yeah, there's no chance that it was able to catch some of my new construction on fire. However, since it's done with the smooth stone, I shall turn it off. Going to check for some spruce trees while I'm here. Spruce, perfecto. Sand. Why was there sand in there? Clump. So, floor. Screw the sawdust. We'll worry about that stuff later.
Okay, so I changed mine, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do this anymore because we're using different textures for other things.
What do you mean?
Like I changed my birch planks in the connected textures and the main terrain.png, but I can't just give you mine because then it will overwrite your changes that you've done to the lights and stuff like that.
We can figure that out. I mean, even if I just cut and paste the section.
Yeah, you just have to do it in Mesa CTM and
the
also
lights
terrain
I changed,
PNG.
Yeah, the lights I changed are in BTWs though. I made BTW's light blocks not look like Misa's redstone lamps. So
Okay.
my changes are still in BTW.
Yeah, so I guess I could give you my terrain PNG, goes in the main folder, and then the Mesa CTM goes in the CTM folder.
Okay. This is gonna be some weird gearing to get this to work right. I also kind of like this being the entrance to my underworkings of the mill here as well, as opposed to coming down through the water. Oh, is my mill still on?
I'll post these in IRC so they don't make noise on the mic.
Heh, but now, since I'm on the mic, people know that there's going to be IRC-ness. You gave it all away. Why didn't I turn these off? Jeez. That's what I did all that redstone work for, was to make it so I didn't have to sit here listening to the constant bang, 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 bang.
Okay, gotta target the farthest one back, not the closest one.
Ugh.
That's why I want to just get my redstone floor down lower. Everything's clear cut where it is and makes it a lot easier to see what you got, what needs to be powered off.
So second link, not first link? Nope, they're both 404s, man.
Let me make sure I'm syncing here. Pause syncing. No. They're in the public folder.
Nope, no, nope, can't touch that one.
They work when I click them. Try again.
Yeah, but you have access to your stuff.
Yeah, but that link is through Dropbox. That's
Okay,
not like
now
a
it's
direct
working.
link to me.
Yeah.
So, do I have to like leave my Dropbox folder open for it to be accessible?
I have no idea.
Okay, so it was working. I just closed the folder.
Well, I had them open in separate tabs.
Ah, now you let Chrome remember them. Damn it.
So now I'm looking at Mises and seeing if I actually did change anything. Like, I think I was fooling around with the redstone. Oh, you fooled around with the redstone too.
Yeah, but it didn't have any effect, so I never changed it back.
Yeah, it's like, I think that's the only thing I was doing in here. Oh, no, 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 I did change my netherrack. I liked the bloody cobblestone as opposed to the faded redstone, so I did change that, so I'll just tweak that around.
Where's the netherrack? Oh, just the brick
it's in the
is
middle,
in there?
right above the pumpkin.
Oh, okay, that one. Did you leave the brick the same?
Oh yeah, yeah, I left the bricks the same. I mean, overall it still looks like red cobblestone, but when you get up to a nice, not close enough to make it fuzzy, but close enough to see it, you see that it's like blood dripping down the edge of the cobblestone. So it's just a bit better defined is all.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and see. Oh yeah, there's the intestines.
Yep. I think it's the one to the left of there.
The one that looks like it's all porous. That's kind of weird looking. No, I think
Let
it's...
me see the alternate here.
Yeah, it's the one to the right of the intestines.
It's
Pretty
two
sure.
to the left of the intestines.
Oh, that one?
Or three, it's all the way to the left.
The one with the gold dots in it?
There's gold dots?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, the one with the
Yellow or
little
gold.
yellow dots. But when you zoom in, you'll see that it's like blood dripping down the pale red rocks.
Yeah.
That just seems more fitting for the nether to me. I also like how the grouting, so to speak, is more clearly defined.
Yeah, I didn't even look in here for this other stuff. I'm gonna check out all her alternates.
Alright, so I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. It's... Yeah, it's just done. This is gonna be a long episode, unfortunately, already. And I didn't get to finish this off, so a little disappointed there. But, I'll talk to you guys later.